Welcome to the Big D, Dallas, Texas. It's a Big 3 ball out. Last day of the regular season in the league, and we got the defending champions, Power, taking on the three-headed monsters.
Then it can go the other side where it hurts you if you allow the emotions to get in the way and take away from what you're ultimately supposed to do on the basketball court.
Pargo! Oh, with the left hand, it lays it in.
Because you want to have a guard that can knock down shots, but also then break down the defense. And speaking about breaking down the defense,
Corey Maggette hits that three. Chalmers, right down the tollway, lays it in.
Yeah, a little miscommunication by Corey Maggette and Pargo on that, whether they were to switch, and Chalmers, probably the easiest two that he'll see right there.
And Pargo again lays it in. Pargo is undrafted, comes out of Gonzaga, very athletic. In fact, his brother Gennaro is on the triplets, and we had a great discussion about him. He said, listen, my brother, very athletic, he's strong, but he will attack the basket. And you see it right there on the dribble, off the glass, Pargo.
And see what you do when you're a shorter player against a taller defender, what you do is negate their height by keeping them off balance. And that time, Rashard Lewis was trying to anticipate the moves. Pargo able to keep him off balance and get inside.
That three is good by Mario Chalmers. Here's Maggette. Inside the big baby, working on Rashard Lewis. Turns, powers his way to the cup. And he will go to the line.
Touch around the basket. That's a rare combination for a gentleman of that ilk, of that girth, of that size.
He hits one of two from the line. 6-point lead for Power. Now Reggie Evans wants to work on Big Baby. Stripped but fouled by Corey Maggette.
It was an interesting conversation it was during the first game between Reggie Evans. Every player has their league as the best league.
Right. Count it, and one.
Maneuver me around the court at will. So you still have to play smart basketball when you're playing against Reggie Evans, because he'll frustrate you.
Here's Evans with the board. Leads the Big 3 in rebounding as Chalmers knocked it down for 4. Mario Chalmers.
But I just wanted to talk to you about your suit.
No, are you sweating? Get off of me.
Cuttino Mobley has got.
Away from me, please. Please, go over there.
Cuttino Mobley has on a pinstripe suit and thinks he's all that. I don't know why. I don't know why he decided to rock pinstripe suit on a Saturday. Mr. Mobley, what is the reason for the pinstripe suit today on a Saturday? Okay. Jimmy Jackson, can you share some insight into the mindset of this guy?
Good. Checking into the game with the board. Pargo thought about the 4. Spins off the glass, count it, and one.
Isolation situations, because his quickness allows him to get to the basket, draw defenders, and either score or make a play for his teammates.
Pargo now with 11 points for Power. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf checks in for the three-headed monsters. He's got the rock now. Here's Mahmoud, drops it off to Sanders. And he kisses it off the glass. 1-point lead for Power. First team to 25, we go to the half. Pargo. Spinning again. That shot blocked by Sanders.
Yeah, good help.
And puts it right back up and in. And the three-headed monsters now with a 1-point lead. And back and forth we go.
And that's just great awareness by Sanders that time, by not staying married to the weak side of the court, able to rotate over and take that shot away from Pargo.
Here's too rich. Rejected by Sanders, and get that shot out of here. Drop off the right, he missed it. Mahmoud for 3, yes! Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. What a game he had last week for the three-headed monsters. Had 13 points. Had a season-high 14 the previous game. Three-headed monsters 3 points away from the half. Here's Pargo. The lob.
Okay.
Ooh. Here's Mahmoud. Thornton working on Q Rich. Drives. Lays it in. Three-headed monsters a point away from the half.
I like the fact that the three-headed monsters are not just selling for jump shots. They're attacking this power team off the dribble.
Here's Q Rich working on Mahmoud in the post. Banks it home. So a bucket by the monsters. We go to the half. They're trying to finish the regular season up at 500. Stolen by Wright. Q Rich lays it in. And we're all tied up at 24.
We go back and play the pick and roll. Always tough to guard in the middle of the court, especially when you have a shooter spaced out in the corner. And how about the timing of when to throw it by Pargo to Wright?
Sanders shot, a pass, stolen. Mahmoud had it, lost it. Pargo to the rim. And he will go to the line, shooting 1 for 2.
A great hustle by both teams. Sanders could have had it underneath for an easy 2, just not able to get the handle. As a result, Pargo able to pick it up, penetrate on the baseline to pick up the foul. So he can knock it down to give his team the halftime lead.
Yes, he does. And Power up 2 as we go to the half.
Reggie Evans is a tough guy.
No, but I'm saying.
If I was out there playing and you came in there with enough to and then we see what you.
Mahmoud in the second half instead of Trump.
Want some scoring, he can give you that.
Well,
as he misses that 3. Pargo, good body control, but here's Big Baby. McGetty open, knocks it down. 2-point lead for Power.
Gary Payton rewarded Larry Sanders for the excellent first half. Actually, the game turned around when he got in there by starting him in the second.
Kick out, McGetty, 3, no. Here's Thornton, knocks it down. That 3 is good. And the lead is 1 for the three-headed monsters. A loss by Power. They could fall as far as to the 3 seed as McGetty challenges.
Yeah, he can't believe for the second time he didn't get a foul called.
Thornton misses. Here's McGetty.
If he would have get that a jump ball.
Trying to end the season at 500 at 4-4 and keep their playoff hopes alive. Here's Pargo for 3. Yes, needed it. Here's Reggie going at Big Baby. Turns, left hand, yes, and gives Big Baby a little shove at the end. Keep your eye on those 2. Pargo for 4, block. Reggie Evans lays it in. Two-point lead for the three-headed monsters. McGetty open for 3.
Can't go under. And Rashard Lewis knows it. That time, off that pick and roll, Lewis chose to go under, gave McGetty way too much space. And again, that rhythm dribble allowed Corey to square up his shoulders and knock in that 3.
Inside, they go to Reggie Evans. Boozer had that right hand around him.
But that's just activity, too. See, activity picked up that foul on Boozer.
Leads the league in rebounding at 11 a game. And knocks down the free throw. Here's Chalmers. Rashard Lewis for 3, yes! They're down 4, though. They're the defending champs. They go inside the Big Baby. Waits, powers his way to a bucket.
And what was it? It was the pick and roll.
And did he hurt himself? Oh. Man, we have talked about how they cannot afford injuries, especially not to Big Baby. That injury is in the hip area for Big Baby, and he's going to go back to the locker room.
Unfortunately, Glenn Big Baby Davis doesn't look like he's going to be making it back to this game. You know, he's a big guy, strong guy. Word on the street here is that it's a hyperextension, but he hasn't been diagnosed yet. I just hope that he makes it back for the rest of the season. One of the big personalities and one of the great players of the Big Three, and everybody wants to see Big Baby at least make it back for New Orleans. Lord knows that the power team needs it. There's been some controversy and three, so the game is very tense, very physical, and we need to keep tempers in control. And it's unprecedented access over here, and as you can tell, it's unprecedented access by the way, guys.
1 point lead for the three-headed monsters. Chalmers in the lane, and he will go to the line. Knocks down the 2 free throws, and now the three-headed monsters 8 points away from victory.
And it's interesting how an injury can take kind of the breath out of not only the stadium but the team itself. And the Powers have had to figure out a way to kind of gather their thoughts.
As Rio knocks down another 3, and they're 5 points away from victory. And a 500 record. It keeps their playoff hopes alive. McGetty, the MVP last year, drives, dishes, stripped from Boozer. Lewis, yes!
That's what it is today. You stressed it at the beginning of our telecast in regards to the number of teams that still see themselves and have put themselves in the position to be in a playoff hunt. And, you know, with this victory, if the three-headed monsters can solidify it, you go to 4-4. There's going to be a bunch of teams, depending on what happens for the rest of the day, you're going to be right there.
Yep.
You know,
Monsters on that 14-5 run, Jim, and a 3 could win it for him. McGetty lays it in. Count it, and he'll go to the line. And missed it. Yeah.
But rebound.
Yep.
Bulls got the rebound.
McGetty fakes it, drives, yes! And he'll go to the line again. And gets that one. Here's Rio to Rashard Lewis. The dump off to Reggie Evans.
And I like that, because you didn't have to force a 3, okay? You take what the defense gives you, and if that's a 2-point shot, then take it, because now you can reset your defense, get a stop, and then win the game on your next offensive possession.
Here's McGetty. All the way, as you talked about. They say, hey, we'll give you that, concede that. We have point game here.
That's right.
Lead is 3. Here's Chalmers. Point game coming. Off the pick. Step back in the lane. In and out.
Guess who?
Rashard Lewis. Chalmers for the win. Count it. Point game for the three-headed monsters in Rio. The three-headed monsters in the regular season at 4-4. More importantly, their playoff hopes stay alive.